Hello, welcome back to my channel. So I watched this video of a channel called Draw Sessions. Highly recommend that channel. Really cool. I'll put a link in the description to his channel. He's a professional illustrator, I think a character artist or character designer, and for creatures and that sort of thing. Anyway, he turned me on to this sort of thing where you thumbnail, use a marker, brush or something of different sizes, and you just thumbnail. You just try to randomly pick, just scratch and make marks to accidentally find something. I think it's really, I mean, this is just this morning, this is like the beginning, when it looked pretty goofy, but when I started loosening up, I got like, this little guy was pretty cool, I thought, and then as I went, it got a little abstract. This guy is pretty cool. It kind of looked like he's flying around. He looks like the Star Wars, I think they detect who's who. They kind of float around. They have look like sea creatures of some kind flying around. And then this one is really the one that, I don't know, I really felt like that was really cool. Even though there's not really a whole lot of marks here, but I felt like the angle of the arms led to me putting guns in the hands. And then I just try to continue that, and try to variations of it. This one was really cool. I was like, oh, let's put on heavy shoulders here. And really here is where I'm like, okay, the legs can be super tall. Like, this doesn't have to be proportionate like a human. It can be whatever you want. So this whole way of doing stuff just really, because if you watch the Draw Sessions, I don't know his name, but he says, the most important thing about these things is the silhouette, right? So if you can grab the silhouette or get some idea of a silhouette, then you've got an 80% there, then you can blow these things up and put in detail and whatever you want to do, different perspective and all that stuff. Here's one that I almost made basically like a humanoid, really human, proportionally human. And I just kept going. I saw this like puffy jacket, and I was like, oh, let me do the puffy jacket, puffy clothing one, but that didn't really work out too well. This is kind of cool. Here, I was also looking up mechs and stuff like that, and here was one you can like pilot inside that little cockpit here, and there's another one similar to that. And I was studying other people's work, so some of these artists that make robots and mech and all that have like multiple joints, right? Some odd legs. So I just kept going. And this is interesting, is extra long arms. Just drawn legs again and some more mechs. And then I just quickly drew I was like, silhouette of a girl there. And here's like something, I don't know, with legs. I've seen something similar on this on Pinterest. So I just wanted to see if I can sketch one out real quick. Again, just got real flowy with the markers, just having a good time. And then I did some more faces. I like this one, kind of neat. And then here I had this idea, accidental idea where they're like slopes, like little skis here, like that's feet can be like skis. And then here's some of the cooler ones I did, and like really tall legs, and like who knows what's in here. This could be like a giant where you have like a whole deck of people in there, you know. These are pretty cool too. I like these. And then I accidentally made a gun here. I was just doing more of these and I made a gun. I'm like, oh shoot, you could just do this for guns too, which is really cool. So this one I like a lot. I actually add some detail. This one's cool too. Yeah, this is just random, you know, and really just so happy about the internet. Just like, oh, the internet. Yeah, you can do things. You can learn things quickly, try it out. Yeah, so check out Draw Sessions. And then I was doing some more. Saw this on TV. I was like, that's cool. I'll just quickly draw that. I don't know if there's any more. Now I started doing another one here. Yeah, so then this morning I did these. I like this one a lot. Like this one, with a different brush or tip. So I just trying different tips, you know. You have this like, this is kind of like a brushy that you can push on it, and like, but you can get real thins. So I was just trying different. I think that's what this one is. But the one I had the most fun with and success with is this one, the big like brush tip, right? Just a big fat brush. And and then I was just trying, and then the dent, like if you stroke down like that, it's real thin, and I was just trying different stuff. I was really just trying to go left and right and up and down, horizontal and vertical. But I think when I introduce angles, something interesting happens too. Of course, this is really bad. Let's just make another one of these long-legged mech-like deals. Let's do like a double. Let's do like a big fat head, and then like little antenna dealios. But what I like about it is just, I mean, I tend to do the same thing over and over again, so I'm trying to break that. Like, this was accidental. Like, I think this is a quick angle shot. I was like, oh, it just kind of made a, sorry. I just made a quick angle shot here, and I almost made basically a transformer head, you know, which is kind of cool. So the introduction of angles just kind of like makes everything sort of like how would I, and we get into shape design too, you know, like something I'm not, all this is I'm just learning. I mean, this is cool. Look at that. Angles. And maybe we got like a fatter lower leg. I don't know how this would translate into an arm. Maybe it's like an angle here and then joints down like this. Oops. There we go. Who knows what the Let's just make the bottom this big fat arms, just like the big fat bottom legs near the feet. But there's like no, do I have a little head right here like that? That'd be cool. There we go. Maybe you pilot it right here. Maybe that's cool. This is what I mean. It's like, I don't know if I would have come up with this idea, this design, you know, without thumbnailing like this. I'm just happy that I get to learn this stuff and do it as soon as I learn it. I mean, you know, back in the day, you'd have to go to like a class to learn this stuff or whatever, pay someone to. Now people just give it away on the internet. It's cool. I really like that. Man, every time I do one that I really like this one, I kind of give up for a bit. I'm like, okay, that's enough. You know, that's the apex. That's my magnum opus. I'm never gonna do better than this. And then I come back and I'm like, dude, this is great. I like this, man. This guy is great. I'm not so sure about these big, fat, chunky hands, but I'm sure we can do something with them. Oh, that'd be cool, actually, if they had like, yeah, maybe they're just huge, giant grabber deals, like a hand, but that's actually pretty cool. You know what would be cool? I have this white Posca. I'm just gonna go back and make. Maybe I can add some color on these deals, not more than also white. Or white or color, maybe. I don't know. Let's see. Which one do I want to use, though? Something like this. Ooh, this one's cool. Yeah, let's do some white on this. Let's do a test one. Where would I put it, though? Well, this would be cool. So you could just make it like a, punch a hole in there like that. That's cool. And you can also kind of, not really erase, but you know what I mean. Kind of erase. Sections, you're like, oh, I'm gonna try that over. I'll come back when this dries and then draw over it. Cool little flares there. That's cool. This one's kind of neat all by itself. Here, I'll do this one. Ooh, that's cool, huh? Oops. Oh, that's way too. That's kind of neat anyway, though. I'll leave it. Yeah, I'll leave that to dry. All right, let's do another one of these. Let's use a different tip. So I have these microns. This is a 1, and this is a 3, and this is a 5, or a 2? 2 and a 3. So the 3, it's really like chunky. Let's start over. So this one's like, yeah. I have no idea what I'm doing here right now. Eh. Sometimes I don't know what's gonna happen here, and I really don't like this so much. But you never know. A little too organic, the brush strokes here. Also, what I found is like if I just like do a very minimal sort of thing. That's kind of funky. I have no idea. Let's try a different brush. This is kind of like a brush, but it's more of a fine tip. Let's go back to basics. Boxes. That's kind of cool. Here we can. Almost want to extend this. And now here I'm not worried about whether something could stand or even proportion. I mean, not worried about much here, not proportions or even, you know, whether it's in a grid, right? You know, I don't have any words. It's a Saturday. Perspective, if in the proper perspective or not, doesn't really matter. I can do that later, you know, if I want to develop something further, I definitely will, or would. Make sure proportion and perspective is correct. It just makes it more interesting. See if we can make something sort of, I don't know, lopsided. That's the coolest feat I've ever drawn, I think, on this exercise. There we go, look at that. That's kind of cool. So let's make this chunky too, you know? Wow. So that's a big giant thing. So maybe there's this like huge something or other. So like some kind of side thing. Oh, that's kind of cool. I don't know what the hell's going on here. I don't know what's going on here. But there's a big chunky arm on this side to sort of balance it out. I'm sure we can maybe this launches some kind of rocket, right? It's like, hey, they are a walking rocket launcher. It's hard to say. Something Elon Musk would make, I think. Yeah, there you go. So he's got these like big clamps that come out or stick out of his chest, and yeah, something like that. Anyway, I just wanted to show you these this technique. It's really it's really been fun passing these couple days when I don't have something else to do, to draw these. And gets a lot of ideas out really quickly. So it's been fun. All right, have a good day.